Hi guys, welcome back at Sandy Dramatic Aquatics. And we did use the API AccuClear in here. So it's been more than 24 hours now, but you can see the tank is nice and clear. There's still the odd little bit floating around, a little bit of, I don't know, fish poo I think, starting to get into bigger lumps. And this fella here, absolutely amazing fish. He is the dove-eye cichlid. And this fella here, not sure of his age, I think he's probably about 1.5 years. He's lovely, and I'm just see if we can see inside of his mouth. We might be able to see his teeth. Yeah, he's got some little teeth there. He's not going to show us though. Very difficult to see. But as you can see, there is not a fin out of place. He is one beautiful, stunning fish. However, when we take a look around at the other fish, hello there little baby. So the Clarius, he's got a few little marks on him there. I don't know, could be teeth marks off this dude. So what we've done is, we had a word with Gary the plumber. That's whose fish these were originally, still are really. And this little fella is going off to Manchester, I believe. And we've found a lady wolf cichlid. So he's going to be travelling up there, and then that'll free up some more space in this tank and stop any aggravation. And then this bad boy over here, the Jag, will become the boss of the tank, as he always has been, but he will not back down from the dove-eye. And he has took a little bit grief off him, haven't you, son? Yes you have. There you go. So you can see on his fins up here, he's got a few tears. There he goes. Every time we get the camera out, this fella gets jealous. So he likes to have a bit of a bite and a bit of a scuffle on. But I'm thinking maybe once we get rid of this fella here, then hopefully the black driftwood cat, who's here, may even start moving around a little bit. So we can only wait and see. So that is the crack on the big tank. Shouldn't say a crack on the big tank. So that's what's going on there. Now, in other fish that we got in yesterday when I was not here, we have got the weather loaches in. These are amazing little critters, and if they're swimming around, I believe it means it's going to rain. These have got that weather thing in them, kind of like a barometer, where they can gauge the pressure. So I think if they're swimming around, it's going to rain, and if they're lying on the bottom, it's going to be nice chilled out weather, I think. Or maybe it's the opposite way around. Other things that we got in. Haha, these are fantastic little critters. This is the everlasting frogs. Everlasting because they never die. You might get the odd one that croaks it. Boom. And we always tell customers, if they have any problem getting them out the bags when they get them home, you just rip it. Oh dear me. We also got in some coolie loaches, which are just sat over the back there, and we'll put them a nice little tunnel in for them to sit and play in. Female fighters, plenty of these little ladies in as well. There we go. And what else came in? Some more fire eels. There we go. These guys have just been eating a boatload of bloodworm today. So there we go. He's only around about the 4-inch mark, I would have thought. But again, some stunning little marks on him. And at the top of the tank, we have the butterfly fish. And these are amazing because when there's a predator turns up, what they do is they actually jump out of the water, and they can fly, I think it's for about 3 to 5 meters to get away from the predator, and then obviously they land back in the water again. So we've got those little fellas in as well. They don't do a great deal in your tank other than plain dead, just like that one. And also, when I was off, he took in these guys, and these are absolutely incredible species. So this is your axolotl. Not sure how old these guys are, but as you can see from the size of my hand there, that's a 3-foot tank, so they are quite a decent size. I'll probably say They're going to be around about 10 to 12 inches. And what's amazing about these fellas is the regeneration cell that they have, which means you can chop the legs off these fellas and they'll actually just take 6 weeks before they've grown new limbs. Absolutely fantastic. I did a little bit of looking up on YouTube last night, and I did find one article where they chopped the head off one of these and stuck it onto another one, and the axolotl still lived for 65 weeks. So pretty impressive stuff. Again, quite cute to look at. These will eat garden worms, they'll eat bloodworms. Not sure on pellet food just yet. Again, that's something that we'll be finding out over the next week or two. What weird looking critters. Look very, very similar to a newt. But like I say, these guys are kept as pets. Extremely rare in the wild now. Fascinating to watch. And because of the axolotls, then they will keep the little eerie things there all their life. You can take these out the water and then you can put them back in again, and they just don't mature. So that means they never become salamanders, and they've got a big mouth. Well, there we go. So that's the axolotls. Quick came in. And this brings us on to now the red-bellied piranha. And as you can see, one of them has only got one eye. So he's got an eye on this side. Look at him, he's looking mean. Come on, you're going to turn around, dude. And these guys, they're about, again, maybe 3 inch. Supposed to terrorise you. Let's have a go. Let's see if these little guys really are vicious. So there we go. One finger, 2 piranha. No, they're not interested at all. Of course, I wouldn't be stupid enough to leave my finger there. If they do, go for it. But they're just more interested in swimming around and going a bit nuts. These guys have been brought in this morning, and the owner's been feeding these on fuzzy mice. In here they'll just get prawns and mussels, but it's nice to have some of the more predatory fish in, which gives us something a bit more interesting to look at. And these are probably one of my most favourite cichlids. This is the snow white Malawi coming again. Now I don't know if you can see on the stomachs here, guys, but the stomachs is well shrunken there, and all that is, it's where they've been starved, ready for transportation, but it'll not take them too long before they've actually got the full bodies on. So this is what they look like when we first get them. Let's get this little chap to turn around, just so we can see how the stomach is actually concaved. And if we have a look back over here, this is a one put away for a friend Sean. So if you're watching the show and your fish are ready to be picked up, mate, and look at the belly on him now. Nice and rounded, fat, looking well healthy. So there we go. And then down this side, is the Farowella catfish. These are absolutely amazing little critters and complement most tanks. Brilliant little scavengers, and prefer algae wafer, elite flake as well, and bits of dry food. I don't know if you can see, but over there is some little clownplex. Camera's not picking them up very well there, but there you go. That is the clown pleco hiding away at the back there. So we've got quite a few decent fish in. Got some more fighters in again. So these ones are cool. Again, these get the wrong reputation. People think, oh, fighting fish, nasty, horrible things, and they're not the really softest clarts. Obviously they will fight one another, which is why these two's displaying, because there's just a glass divider so they can see each other. But we actually put them in the tanks with the fish, and then that way people can see that they can have one in an ordinary community aquarium depending on what species are already in there. So there we go folks, we've got plenty of fish in. What I'll try and do is I'll try and do more regular updates of fish species and different stuff that we've got in. Just let us know in the comment box what you would like to see, and we will try our best to accommodate. Plant tank's looking a little bit low, so we should have new plants coming in for next Friday. So again, what we'll do is tomorrow, if this guy turns up to get the dovine, we'll get a nice video taken of us catching them and getting them in a box. But again, what an absolutely amazing fish. Just a shame things aren't working out for him here. Like I say, he wants to be the boss, and the problem is he's going to get to nigh on 2 feet, whereas the jag, he's probably about fully grown, and we don't want to grief him out too much. There we go, you can see he's having a little bit more pick on him again. So he's off to find Mrs. Lady Wolf across at Manchester, and I'm sure he'll be extremely happy making his own new little family. So for tonight guys, I think that's about it. Hope you all have an incredible weekend. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Cheers for watching. Good night.